Hi everyone, my name is Brisa Franco. I'm a 2L law student at Lewis and Clark Law School, and I will be giving you your tour today. We're first going to start at Gantenbein. This is where admissions and career services is housed. In Gantenbein, we have admission services on our left, and then we have career services on our right. This personally is my favorite building. This is where I go whenever I want to talk with some friends or meet some friendly dogs. A lot of our staff on both career services and admissions have pups, and so this is my kind of favorite way to kind of relax and say hi to some dogs. Admissions is who you'll talk to in the beginning when you're choosing which law school to go to. They are the ones who review your applications and let you know whether you've been admitted or not. And then once you've been admitted and you start school, you will be assigned a career services staff. They will help you look for internships at the end of your first year and look for summer jobs once you graduate. They are also a great resource when you're looking for what jobs to apply for and what would be the best area of law for you, depending on your interests. They're also a great resource to practice interviews. You can schedule a mock interview with them, and they can help you with what kind of questions you're going to encounter during your job interviews. They're also a great resource for resume review. And so if you're drafting up a resume and your writing sample for your internship or job application, you can go ahead and send it to either your assigned career services staff, or you can just send it to their general email and ask for some feedback. And it's a great way to just kind of review your material prior to submitting your application. The back of Gantenbein is where our student facilities and lockers are. You will be assigned a locker your first year. Whether or not you choose to use it is completely up to you. I typically use my locker for snacks. You can use your locker to house your student books and or anything else that you might need for your law school experience. We also have bigger lockers that are in our facilities. Students typically use these if they live near campus and they commute via bicycle. It is a beautiful bike ride here to campus, but it can require some freshening up in our restrooms, and so you'll have an opportunity to kind of get settled and get ready for the day, and then next we'll move on to the Boley Library. This is where students spend the majority of their time on campus. Let's go inside. This is the Boley Library. Right behind me, you have the quiet area. This is where most students will come to study when they want absolute silence while they're studying. And then over here we have our front desk area. This is where you'll go when, let's say you've ordered a book and it hasn't arrived on time and you really need to do the reading for your next class. They have our library books on reserve for assigned classes. Typically, you can check out the book with your student ID for up to 3 hours a day. And you can also check out chargers, phone chargers, laptop chargers, just in case you might have forgotten yours at home. It's a great resource. On the other side of the desk, we also have the research help area. Typically, every day a research librarian will be assigned there to be a resource for you when you're working on a brief or a memo, or you're having to do a research paper, which you'll end up doing your first year. And they're a great resource. Let's say you're not able to find the case law that your professor really is wanting you to find, or you're not quite sure what research topic to pursue or how to hone in your thesis for your capstone. They're a great resource. Their offices are also found in the quiet area if you're not able to find them during research help. You can also make an appointment with them online. We'll walk over here. This is where our more of our study areas are. These specific study tables are a first come, first served basis. And so if they're open, you're more than welcome to study there. The library typically closes at 10 p.m. most days. Some weekends are open until 8 p.m. You can just find their schedule online. And so when we leave this building, we're leaving our library and entering Wood Hall, which is a 24-hour area for students. We'll take a quick pause and meet Bacon. Bacon is our official mascot here on campus. As you can see, it's kind of turned into a shrine of good luck for students. During final season, it gets loaded with a whole bunch of offerings for Bacon so that they have good luck on their final exams. Bacon was put up in honor of a student who tragically passed away. Her advocacy and passion was for animal law, and she specifically wanted a pig and to name it Bacon. And so her graduating class put in a statue of Bacon to honor her and honor her passion for animal law. And so it's kind of become a tradition on campus to come and visit Bacon during finals and kind of give her an offering so that you have kind of good luck on your finals. And so we're gonna go to my second favorite area on campus, and it's called the free table. This is where you'll find free textbooks or really any resources that you might need that either staff and or other students have graciously given to the free table. In the beginning of the semester of the school year, you'll find food often on the free table from events that have happened or events that have happened during lunch in which there's a surplus of food. It'll be found on the free table. So this is kind of one of my favorite areas on campus as well. Next, we'll transition over to our 24-hour space. It's our study area. We have smaller study rooms that are for 4 individuals. And then you can reserve these study rooms by going online to our BOLI website and kind of logging in using your email and reserving the space. Sometimes a lot of students will stack up the time so that they can reserve the space further than the allocated time, which is about 4 hours. To our right, we have bigger study areas. These are more like conference rooms. These usually get pretty booked up during finals, and so it's important to be mindful when you're reserving these spaces. But it's a great way to work on group projects or study independently. A great tip that I give students is whatever study style you have, whether it's studying independently or studying as a group, whatever's worked for you in the past, I recommend using that once you enter law school and use those same study habits. So this is kind of our 24-hour space. Around 8 p.m., most of the doors will lock, and so you will need your student ID to be able to access this 24-hour area. And so next we'll go downstairs Wood Hall, and that's where some of our classrooms are, and I'll talk a little bit more about kind of what classroom life is like. And so this is the lower level of Wood Hall. This is where a lot of our classrooms are. This is where you'll be taking your 2nd and 3rd year classes. First year classrooms will be in a different section, which we'll cover a little later. Right now, I'd like to tell you about Summer Institute and Legal Methods. And so Summer Institute is an opportunity for you to kind of try out what law school is going to be like prior to Legal Methods starting. Summer Institute is an opportunity for you to meet some of your colleagues and some of your professors prior to Legal Methods. Legal Methods is a 2-week course that starts before the rest of law school starts for the upperclassmen. It's an opportunity for you to kind of go over what law school classes will be like, what the workload will be like, and you'll also have an opportunity to take an exam, and they'll walk you through kind of how the exam is structured. Exams typically are 3 hours, and so it'll be a great kind of introduction to you of what classes will be like. Next, I'd like to talk about Law Review. Law Review is further down this hallway. This is where we have Law Review. We have 3 Law Reviews on campus. We have our General Law Review, our Environmental Law Review, and our Animal Law Review. These are some of our Animal Law Review books. And next we'll go outside and continue the rest of our tour. One of the great things about Lewis and Clark campus is that we have a lot of trails that you're able to walk on. It's a great break from being inside and studying, and you get to go ahead and just walk the trail. So this is our amphitheater. A lot of the times when it's not raining, you're able to come outside and have lunch and or come outside and study. It's a great way to kind of be outside and not be confined to your classroom. Next, we'll go into the LRC, which is where our cafeteria and our bookstore is. Now we're in the Legal Research Center, or the LRC. This is where we have our bookstore, so at any point you are hoping to buy some Lewis and Clark merch, or you're in need of a book that you can't find online, the bookstore is a great resource for that. And then the rest of this is our cafeteria. This is where students will come by during lunchtime and have a meal together. We have a cafeteria that's open during lunchtime, but a lot of our students also bring meals from home. We have a refrigerator that's open to students so that they can put in their meals and they can keep it there if they're meal preppers or if they're an everyday kind of thing. We also have a kitchen for students' convenience. And we also have vending machines just in case you're in need of a snack. Next, we'll go upstairs to the registrar and business services. Now this is the second floor of the LRC. This is where you'll find our deans and professors' offices as well as our student affairs. Student affairs is where you'll go if you have any concerns or if you're struggling academically. They're a great resource to go to. Most of our professors have an open door policy, meaning that during their office hours you'll be able to go in and chat with them. We highly recommend that you take advantage of these office hours if you're looking for some extra help on studying for exams or you're just not quite getting the material. To my left, we also have the registrar's office. This is where you'll go at the end of the semester to pick up your exams. They're also where you'll go for any scheduling concerns or you're picking your classes and want to know more about the classes, you go to the registrar's office. A great thing about Lewis and Clark is that we also have student organizations and clubs. A couple of our student organizations and clubs that we have are the Latin Law Society and the Immigration Student Group, of which both I am president of next year. We also have our Public Interest Law Project, which is a great organization that helps students get summer funding for any jobs that they'll be working that are unpaid. It's a great opportunity for them to pursue public interest law while also getting paid over the summer. We also have some non-academic, affiliated groups in our Oregon Bar Association, like we have our basketball club and we have running club. We also have a golf club and a soccer club. They get together on weekends and just play, have some fun. They have matches or scrimmages depending on what sport you're playing. And it's a great way to kind of cut loose and have some balance outside of academics. Up next, we're going to go to Classroom 6. Classroom 6 is modeled as a mini courtroom. It gives students an opportunity to practice oral arguments or just being in a courtroom setting for either mock trial or if they'll be representing a client in court. This is where you'll be practicing for your oral arguments, and it's also utilized by our mock trial team to practice for upcoming competitions. This is a great way to kind of get used to being in a courtroom setting as well as kind of getting your nerves out before you go and advocate for a client in an actual courtroom. Lastly, we'll go to McCarty 3, which is one of the classrooms that you will be in your first year of law school. One thing to remember that when you're in classrooms is that 5 minutes prior to class, the classes are recorded and recording continues until 5 minutes afterwards. So it's great to keep that in mind. And a great feature that we have is closed captioning. And so all of our classes are recorded. And so if you miss a lecture or you missed something in your notes, you're able to go back to that recording and all you have to do is ask your professor. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour. I feel like my time here at Lewis and Clark has well prepared me for my future career, and I hope the same will be for you. I can't wait to see you in the fall.